Are you afraid of public speaking? You hate getting up in front of crowds to talk.
And do you think that you'll never ever get over this fear and that forever you're going to be stuck in the audience looking up on stage wishing you could stand up there and deliver your message?
Well, the good news is you can. How? Well, let's talk about it. We're Ron and Joyce.
And this is Bright Speak. Welcome to part 2 of my failure story. If you didn't catch part 1,
click the link below in the description.
Link below. And so, but in a nutshell, my failure story was all about making this huge mistake on nationwide TV. Live, it was a live TV show, and I blanked out. You know, I'm just so thankful that there was no YouTube. Every time I watch viral videos of beauty queens who either, answer really badly or whatever, my heart bleeds for them because there was a time when I was in their shoes and I'm not a dumb person. I just blanked out. And these ladies are not dumb people. They're just caught in a bad moment.
That's right.
And so this video is about how I overcame that failure. But before we get there, I just want to tell you, just want to describe to you how painful and how traumatized I was after that mistake on TV. I allowed it to define me for 11 years. I refused to go up and speak in front of people unless I was partnered with somebody who was more experienced than me. Then I would accept, public speaking, things like that. So, can I open the door and let my dog in?
We won't say something as simple as you can get over it because a lot of times you don't really get over it completely. You could be a professional speaker for ages and you still get that feeling. What you want to do is to manage it. And how did Joyce manage dealing with it after 11 years?
11 years. Well, it happened by accident. Ron had the opportunity to open a radio station and he needed just one more DJ. And I was doing PR. Can you imagine I was doing PR? I got as far away as I could from public speaking. I just wanted to take photos and write, so I was doing PR. But Ron was setting up a radio station and he needed one more DJ. And I felt sorry for him because he was having such a hard time looking for that one final DJ. And so I told him, hey, honey, I can do it. How hard is it to speak on the mic anyway? There's no people are looking at me. It's very different, right? In my mind, being in front of a camera is very different from being in front of a microphone and speaking. I don't see any people and I know nobody's watching me. So I said, should be easy. And little did I know that I actually was on my way to recovery. I didn't know it then, but I was on my way to recovery from the trauma that I had. We trained for a month and then we went on the air.
Yeah.
And on the very first day, I was doing so well. I had a 4-hour DJ shift. We played mostly music and we spoke just a little bit in between songs. And I remember making one mistake. That's Broyles, my dog. I remember making one mistake. Excuse me. He wants to go out. So I made my mistake, and I don't even remember what the mistake was. It was tiny. Again, it was just a tiny mistake, and in my head, it was the biggest mistake. So I ran out of the booth, and I was crying, Ron, I made a mistake. I can't do this. I'm a failure. But Ron was so gracious. He said, honey, it's okay if you think you can't handle this, It's all right. You don't have to do this tomorrow. And I was like, I can resign? And he goes, yes, you can resign, but let's just relax now. Go home, have dinner, sleep, and in the morning, let's talk about it. And guess what happened? I woke up the next morning. I was renewed. I was fresh. And I was like, I think I can do it again. And I did. And I did it again the day after. And I went on board again the day after that. And I worked every day, 6 days a week as a radio DJ. And little by little, I got my confidence back as I progressed. And so I just want to share with you the 5 things that helped me recover from that I'm a failure mindset. And the first one was I had a mentor. Ta-da! Ta-da! I had a mentor, and he wasn't just, I'm not saying have any mentor. I mean, some mentors are awful. They're tormentors. They just, make you more nervous. Ron almost became like, Dumbo, the movie. Dumbo believed that if he was holding this feather,
then he could
fly, right? But the truth of the matter was he didn't need that feather. So Ron was my feather. When he was around, I performed much better, and he would be there to catch me if I fell. He would be there to support me. Number 2, we had bite-sized training. Ron taught us step by step. Like we really went back to grade 1 stuff, kindergarten stuff. Easy peasy. And when you start with bite-sized, things that you can do, it feels good. Number 3, Ron used templates, patterns. Let me explain. So we would turn on the mic and we'd say stuff, but there was always a pattern that we had to follow. The very first thing we had to say was the name of the station, and then we say our names, and then we say the name of the song that just played, and then we tell them the songs that are going to be coming up. So he had 3 or 4 different templates, and we got so used to this, organizing things in our minds, and it made it easier to have a pattern. Number 4, we did this over and over and over again, every day, 6 days a week. Same old. For 6 months. He just told us this is all you can say. You cannot say anything outside of the station name, your name, song name. So we had all these different templates, but we had to stick within those templates, and we did it every day. Here's point number 5. After 6 months, he gave us limited freedom to start saying ad-libs. Start giving like what was on our hearts at that moment. And it was limited freedom. We were only allowed to give ad-libs like 1 or 2 sentences and stop. Ron taught us, we were all new DJs. We were all fresh, FOBs. He said that the longer you keep speaking, the more opportunity you give yourself to make mistakes. When you're a newbie, or if you're recovering from trauma, or if you're trying to get past or manage a fear, giving yourself limited freedom, keeping things short, KISS, keep it short and simple, is going to be like your best friend when it comes to getting past the fear of public speaking. Yeah.
We don't teach you to just get over it. We teach you how to manage it. And some of the things that Joyce shared with you earlier, the lessons and the way I trained her that way, there's a reason for that, and there's a reason that it works. And if you want to find out, well, subscribe to us. Now, click that button down there, subscribe to us, and send us your email.
Send us your email,
In
Addie.
the description, we'll also put a link on how you can join our email service.
And of course, our Bright Speak videos are all free on YouTube.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.